Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy, who is Hendo, and we back talking sports. I'm back, y'all. Little setback. Been sick for the last couple days. Feeling a lot better today though, so I'm gonna get back in my bag with these reactions. Shout out my boy Uncle Hoops. We do reactions to him all the time because he definitely break down the real, and he always got stats that nobody know about or stats that we may know about that he has to reiterate because people rewriting history. So this one is Charles Barkley has broken clutch sports. Love Charles Barkley. Love him. You know what I'm saying? Not so much as like really because of their age, so much like really being able to watch every team and break down every team and everything like that. But just talking about the game, keeping it real, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. And really just, giving their unbiased opinions.
Why did Adam Silver have to put the second apron in? Because LeBron got all his guys together. KD wanted to go play with the Warriors. What? Wait, y'all don't want to win the championship and just compete against each other?
Flashback.
They have given him everything he wanted. They have the highest payroll in NBA history. They bought. He wanted J.R. Smith last summer. They paid him. He wanted Shumpert last summer. They bought in Kyle Korver. He's the best player in the world. Does he want all the good players? He don't want to compete. But for him and his guys, if you don't set...
And that's why they don't like Charles Barkley. That's why Brown don't like Charles Barkley. That's why these new niggas don't like Charles Barkley. Because he keep it a beam.
He's the greatest ever. It's like you could commit treason.
Right. You're either for them or against them. It's like, can I just say you're one of the greatest players of all time?
No, you cannot. You cannot. If you do not say he's the greatest of all time, you're committing treason.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to NBA media nowadays, on every podcast, broadcast, every sports show, there's at least one LeBron James fan, one LeBron defender. It can be a former teammate, a close friend, or a media stooge being paid to have certain takes to boost up LeBron James. Now, one guy you can't pay to sway his opinion is indeed Charles Barkley. And Charles, for the better part of a decade, has been semi-critical of LeBron James here and there. And looking at his latest comments, despite being very, very mild, LeBron James Avengers came out in full force to attack Charles Barkley.
Social media team, get ready. This is a clip. We're about to social this. All right. Really quickly, I remember Charles Barkley got drafted to a team with Moses Malone, maybe Dr. J, and Maurice Cheeks. Then I remember Charles Barkley going to Houston. And then he teamed up with Akeem Olajuwon. And then Scottie Pippen was also there.
You mean when they was past their prime? I love when y'all do that, bro. He had no control over where he was drafted. That's number one. So you tried it there, Richard Jefferson, but he had no control over where he was drafted. That's number one. Number two, Dr. J was not the Dr. Dre from the A. I said Dr. Dre. Dr. J was not the Dr. J from the 70s. That's number one. Number two, like I said before, he did not have a say where he was drafted. It's not his fault he was drafted to a team like that. Number two, you talking about him going to Hakeem Olajuwon. Them three old ass geezers, all three of them dudes was past their prime, my guy. But he is right though, because Charles Barkley did go over there. Got to keep it real. But at the same time, that is not the same. That is not the same with what he did, what LeBron did, or what KD did. Nowhere, not the same, bro.
So it wasn't older. Olajuwon and Charles Barkley were at year 14. Pippen was at year 11, so he was in his prime. That sounds like teaming
Okay, bro.
up. That sounds like teaming up if I'm wrong.
Wrong. You're wrong.
So, stopping that right there very quickly, for a lot of LeBron James fans, They're not stupid, dumb, even ignorant. A lot of these guys are just liars that are very manipulative. Case in point, someone like Jefferson.
Yep.
This guy compared to Kendrick Perkins is basically bald Einstein. And in this clip, he didn't sound stupid, but what he did is honestly probably worse, as Jefferson in this clip lied by omission and made numerous false equivalencies. The first one involving Charles' time in Philadelphia. Charles, 85, yes, played with Dr. J, Moses, and Mo Cheeks. That's 3 Hall of Famers. But Charles, with those great players, he didn't join those guys and team up with them. Charles, in 85, was drafted to Philly. LeBron in 2010 left the team that drafted him, joined D. Wade and Chris Bosh, 2 top 10 or top 15 players. Barkley in 85 didn't do that. And looking at Dr. J, it wasn't prime Dr. J. At this point, the doctor...
What'd I just say? He didn't join a prime Dr. J. So stop that, bro.
34 years old, still an all-star, but not peak Dr. J, Afro Dr. J. So that's Jefferson's first lie and his first false equivalency. Now looking at his second one, even more egregious. As looking at the 99 Rockets, these so-called big 3 of Charles, Hakeem, and Pippen, it makes it seem like these guys were in their prime at their absolute apex.
Olajuwon and Charles Barkley were at year 14. Pippen.
I wanted a trip like...
It's just crazy how much they just sit here and lie and just, you know what I'm saying, omit certain facts.
Year 11, so he was in his prime.
I wish you weren't a liar.
Again, someone like Richard isn't a dumb dude, but in this clip, he's playing dumb, leaving out certain facts to bolster his point and enhance his argument. As looking at that so-called big 3, Hakeem in 99 was 36 years old. Still an effective player, but he was 36. That year in Houston, 18.9 points, 9.6 boards, 2.5 blocks on 51% shooting. Those numbers, still very good numbers, but it's not prime dream, early 90s, mid-90s Olajuwon. And to add some more context, Olajuwon 97, he only played 47 games and a career-low 16 points per game. That year, Olajuwon, a devastating knee injury that would alter his career and effectively end his prime. Richard Jefferson doesn't bring that up. Now looking at someone like Scotty, a very similar thing. Pippen 98 with the Bulls, a devastating back injury, had knee injuries, and ankle problems. Pippen by that point was in a clear decline even compared to 96. And 99, it was far from prime Pippen, peak Scottie Pippen, as looking at scoring average, 14.5 points per game.
Come on,
6.5
bro.
boards, 5.9 dimes, 2.0 steals. Scottie that
Come on, bro. What are we really talking about, bro? It's so easy to debunk these dudes' lies.
year scoring-wise at 14.5 points per game, his lowest since 1989.
Pippen was at year 11, so he was in his prime.
Shut up, man!
For someone like Richard to defend LeBron James, if you want to defend him honestly, I respect it. But in this case, he has to lie, contort the facts, leave out certain details to blow his point, his entire argument. When you're a LeBron fan like Richard, the truth doesn't always jive with the narrative. And of course, your job is to distort the truth, facts, and alter reality to benefit LeBron James and his larger narrative.
That sounds like teaming up if I'm wrong, right? Hey, let's go to Shaq and Kobe. Does everybody remember when they recruited Gary Payton, who was still in his prime, and then they were...
No, this nigga didn't just say that, bro. No, this nigga didn't just say that, bro. No, I know this man didn't just say that, bro. I know he ain't say that. Nah, he ain't say that, bro.
That sounds like teaming up if I'm wrong, right? Hey, let's go to Shaq and Kobe. Does everybody remember when they recruited Gary Payton, who was still in his prime?
Bro, why did you just lie like that, bro? Why are you lying? Why are you lying like... Oh my God, this nigga... Why did you just... Bro, why did you just lie like that, bro? Why you just do that, bro? Why did you just lie like that, bro? This man said, bro, y'all do realize, bro, in 2004, Gary Payton was 35 years old, bro. Gary Payton averaged 14 points a game and 5 assists. You know what Gary Payton averaged in his prime? 20 and 7, 20 and 7, 22 and 7, 20 and 8, 22 and 9. His best season, 25 and 9, 23 and 8, 23 and 8, 22 and 9, 20 and 8, 21 and 9. Stop it, bro. Stop it. He averaged 14 points, 5 assists. 14.6 assists. Gary Payton was averaging 21 and 8 in his prime, bro. While being the best perimeter defender. Gary Payton was 35 going on 36. What the hell? Why did you just lie? Like, why did you just blatant? That shit just pissed me off, bro. So Karl Malone was in his prime.
And then they recruited Karl Malone. Do we remember that? The second all-time leading scorer to play power forward next to Shaq in his prime after they had won 3 out of the last 4.
Did you just say Karl Malone was in his prime at 40 years old, bro? Bro, get off my screen.
Championships.
The benefit that I had for him completely out the window. As at this point, you're in fantasy land, not living in reality. Look at the 04 Lakers, Karl Malone. He was 40 years old in year 19. That is not prime Malone.
It bothered us too.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm done. He just blatantly lied to defend LeBron James.
Age 39 in Utah.
Y'all do realize, in his prime, Karl Malone was like, what, 26 and 11 in his prime.
He wasn't an all-star for the first time since 1987. And looking at his numbers, yes, they are respectable. But is it peak Karl Malone, late 90s, prime Karl Malone, early 90s? It's simply not. And what does Jefferson say? Karl Malone, the second all-time leading scorer. That might sound good, but why is he saying that? Because Jefferson knows deep down Karl Malone, he was 40. So instead of saying age 40 year 19, that would kill his argument, he drops that line to alter the truth and distort reality. Now looking at Gary Payton 04, GP at this point, closer to his prime, but not his absolute apex, peak Gary Payton. As looking at his 03 season, respectable numbers. 20 points, 8 dimes, 4 boards. For a 34-year-old, that's really impressive. But here's one thing nobody ever mentions. Gary Payton...
Okay, I was looking at the 04 season. So, I was looking at the season they actually made the finals. So, this, I guess, was the season before. But even still, bro.
03, despite playing very, very well, was traded mid-season from Seattle to Milwaukee. So looking at the Sonics, what they thought at this point, Gary Payton...
Or I might be looking at the wrong season, I don't know.
He was past his prime. They had to get younger, bring in Ray Allen.
So when we look at teaming up, right, he did it. He joined Olajuwon. And then Scottie Pippen came in. And now we're talking about the second Akron exists. Did we forget our history? You literally joined a team with a chemo.
No, you literally just lied to try to defend LeBron James with your bald-headed ass.
Olajuwon
joining
D-Wade. And then you brought in Scottie Pippen. Man, that sounds like Chris Bosh joining. It's not the same.
No, this nigga didn't just say that. I can't do this. I can't do this. You just tried to compare past his prime Scottie Pippen to Chris Bosh, who was 24-10, a top 15 player in the world, and D Wade, a top 5 player in the world, who was a Finals MVP. 3 players dead set in their prime, teaming up. Bro.
So, stopping that clip right there very quickly, trying to equate Pippen, Olajuwon, and Barkley to Wade, Bosh, and LeBron, it's a foolish comparison. It's apples to oranges. And once again, the context of the details, Jefferson conveniently leaves out. I was looking at 2010 Wade, age 28, top 5 in the MVP.
D Wade was coming off his best 2-year stretch. 09 was the best D Wade year, period. If you know, you know. He should have won MVP. I thought him or Kobe should have won MVP. Or I wasn't really mad at LeBron winning MVP. LeBron hooped that year. But one of them 3 should have won it. But I had probably D Wade just because of the team he had and because of how he was hooping offensively and defensively, literally carrying that team. And if I would have knew they was going to do that shit for Jokic or Russell Westbrook and all that, shit, I would have got more mad because I thought he should have won. His stats was better than LeBron that year. He was a better defender than LeBron that year. He was carrying the team that was worse than LeBron team. The only other, I thought Kobe should have won because he was the best player on the best team. Then you had LeBron, you know what I'm saying, everything like that. I just thought D Wade or Kobe probably should have won. I would have had D Wade or Kobe. Then I probably would have had Bron third. But I ain't really nothing though. That's not as egregious as the 2006 MVP. That is egregious. Even if LeBron won it, I probably would have been still mad, but I wouldn't have been as mad if LeBron won it. I wouldn't have been as mad if LeBron won it because LeBron team wasn't that great. He had a good team. They tried to make it seem like he didn't have nobody. But Steve Nash, I understand the record and everything like that, but let's be real, bro. What Kobe did that season was, come on, bro. On both ends.
Top 10 DPOY on the first team, all defensive second team, and top 5 in scoring and steals. Chris Bosh, age 25, 12th MVP, an all-star, top 10 in scoring, rebounds, offensive rebounds, and defensive rebounds. Those 2 guys right there, athletically, physically, skill-wise, at their absolute peak, under the age of 30 and under 10 years in the NBA. Guys like Pippen, Olajuwon, GP, and Malone were older NBA players along for the ride. Wade, Bosh, and LeBron James were 3 prime superstars teaming up on one team. I mean, look at their ages. Pippen, 99, 34.
They really sitting up here lying for I just don't understand this. This can be easily debunked. So why to sit up here and lie, bro?
Barkley, 35. Olajuwon, 36. The 04 Lakers. Kobe, 25, his prime. Shaq, 31, exiting his prime. Then GP, 35, Malone, 40. And look at the Heat. Bosh, 25. LeBron, 26. Wade, 28. If you know how sports operate, just how life operates, someone in their mid-20s, that's their prime. Mid-30s, late 30s, you still might be effective, but not your absolute best like your mid-20s. That's the big time difference in these 3 comparisons.
Why do we always make it seem like LeBron is the first person to ever join up in NBA history? The Celtics?
Before Bron made his move, KG, Paul, and Ray joined up.
Why are you the way that you are?
So that right there is our last clip. The local village idiot Kendrick Perkins, of course, had to chime in, adding nothing of value. As looking at the '08 Celtics, despite Kendrick being on that team, his memory is a little bit hazy. The way Garnett got to Boston wasn't through collusion and teaming up. How KG got to Boston was through a trade. Ray Allen did the exact same thing a month prior. How that big three was constructed was via Danny Ainge. Not off-season collusion, summer collusion, saying, let's team up. For guys like Jefferson, Kendrick Perkins, even a Channing Frye, to defend LeBron James, they have to lie, distort the facts, leave out certain things to benefit their argument. The easier thing to do is simply tell the truth. But for LeBron James, the truth is an inconvenience. Prior to LeBron James' Big Three heat, we'd never seen three prime superstars, three top 10 players, all join forces.
And that is the point. That's the point. It's not just that it was three guys that was on the team together. They were in it. We've never seen three guys in their prime, three top 10, 15 players, three top 15 players team up because they couldn't win. D Wade was the Finals MVP. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, guys like Barkley and Pippen and Olajuwon, they join up here and there. Guys at the end of their careers in their mid-late 30s. But three guys in their prime, prior to LeBron James, we'd simply never seen that. For LeBron fans, instead of lying, twisting the facts, just own it. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. For LeBron.
Listen, at the end of the day, you can't lie your way out of this one. We know what happened, bro. And you trying to compare this to other situations when it's definitely not the same. Age matters. How they got there matters. And for you to bring up Karl Malone and Gary Payton was ridiculous, bro. One was 35, one was 40. Cut it out, bro. This has been Who is Hendo. Like, share, subscribe, hit that join button, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm back. A lot more content coming, man. I'm out. Peace.